Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Gonzalez. I am a naturopathic physician and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I feel like this YouTube channel is long overdue. I've really been wanting to get into the YouTube space for some time now, so I'm really excited to finally be getting started. In this video, I will be letting you know a little bit about myself, how I got to be a naturopathic doctor, what that entails, and also what you can expect from this channel. So let's get into it. All right, so I will just be sharing a little bit about my journey into becoming a naturopathic doctor, and don't worry, I'm going to be making another video. What even is naturopathic medicine and how is a naturopathic doctor different from a conventional doctor? But for the sake of this video, let's just talk about my journey. So I went to Western New England University in Springfield, Massachusetts. That is where I got my undergraduate degree in basically general arts and sciences. When I enrolled into Western New England, it was with the hopes of eventually becoming a physician assistant. So they had a pre-PA program where you could get your core sciences and then apply into a PA program. So that's what I thought I was going to be. I thought I was going to be a PA, specifically in dermatology. And so I did my basic core requirements for that. And then they made you do a lot of different shadowing with different PAs, medical doctors, just to kind of get a feel for it. So as I was doing my shadowing hours, I think that's when I really realized that that wasn't necessarily the route that I wanted to go in. And it had nothing to do with the mentors that I was shadowing. Everyone was very smart, intelligent, they were amazing. But I realized that kind of the way that we were approaching health and treating patients was not how I envisioned. I envisioned helping patients by, talking to them about their diet, their lifestyle, even their stress and how that is impacting their health, because we all know that that's where it starts, right? In this country, we have an epidemic of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and all of these things, you can be very proactive about them with things like diet and lifestyle. However, I noticed because of the time constraints with insurance, only allowing 5 to 10 minutes with each patient, that wasn't really talked about enough. And it just seemed like a revolving door of patients only getting 5 to 10 minutes with each doctor. And it was more so about how can we make sure that we're keeping their blood pressure under control, their cholesterol numbers aren't skyrocketing. And unfortunately, a lot of these patients would just leave with a medication and very little nutrition and diet counseling. I asked myself, is this what I want to go into, And I felt a little bit conflicted. Throughout all of this, I did start dealing with a few issues myself, nothing serious, but I was dealing with cystic acne, irregular periods, high anxiety and stress, and it just seemed like I was not getting any answers myself until I discovered a naturopathic doctor. This naturopathic doctor actually ended up becoming my mentor eventually. I just totally was amazed by the stark difference from doing all my shadowing with medical doctors and PAs and then seeing a naturopathic doctor with the amount of time she took. She took like an hour and a half just getting my intake. She talked to me about my diet, my sleep schedule, my stressors, and just so many things. And I just felt really listened to for the first time. And we came up with a solid game plan that involved diet, which involved a couple of supplements, and in a couple of weeks, I want to say, my acne started clearing up for the first time in my life. I had tried everything from birth control to antibiotics to seeing so many dermatologists, chemical peels. Nothing worked until I started pretty much treating myself from the inside out. And at that point, I realized this is what I meant to do. I meant to be a naturopathic physician. So at this point, I was in my junior year of undergrad and I had to make a decision, continue with the pre-PA program or switch and apply into naturopathic medical school. So with the help of my mentor, I decided to make the switch. I dropped out of the pre-PA program and then I shortly applied to the naturopathic medical program at Bridgeport, Connecticut the following semester. I ended up getting in and I went there for the next 4 years and it was incredible, and I'm going to do a whole nother video on naturopathic medical school, the requirements, and how it differs from conventional medical school. But yeah, and after that, basically, I applied into a residency program at the clinic I now work in, and I've been in practice for 3.5, almost 4 years now. A common question I get asked is, what is my specialty? And unlike conventional medicine, where you might see 4 or 5 different specialists depending on the condition you have, like we don't have rheumatologists, endocrinologists, oncologists, although some naturopaths can specialize in that. A general naturopath is going to focus on the whole body. That's why it's holistic medicine. And so if you come in with, let's say, acne like myself, we're not just going to treat your skin topically. We're going to treat it from the inside out, right? We're going to treat your gut, maybe your hormones, discuss nutrition, stress, all of these things that can contribute to that acne. For me though, I will say a lot of the common things that I'm seeing are things like skin issues, gut issues, IBS, candida, parasites, hormonal imbalances, that sort of thing. Working a lot with nutrition and really just teaching patients the basics of health, because if you can get your diet, a good exercise routine, your sleep and stress, all of that under control, you can get very far in treating almost every condition under the sun. And the reason I really like naturopathic medicine is because we really focus on the needs of the patient in that moment. And so sometimes they will require a prescription medication. And so I am fortunate to work in a clinic where we can do both. So it's an integrative clinic with naturopathic doctors as well as primary care physicians. So that's a whole nother thing. We can technically be primary care physicians, just not in Connecticut where I work. But we're able to work with those primary care physicians if we feel the patient requires a prescription medication. And it's really us to kind of know when to intervene with that. So it does get a little bit dicey there, but in general, even if patients are on prescription medications, we're still working on them on all of those other things, like their diet and everything else. So it's really neat to be able to have both options. So let's talk about what you can expect from my channel. So I will be talking about all things related to naturopathic medicine, including my journey through naturopathic medical school, the difference between naturopaths, DOs, MDs, all of that will be covered. And the foundations, the philosophies of naturopathic medicine, the history of it. There is so much fascinating and cool history behind naturopathic medicine, so that will make for a very neat video. And I will also be talking about different health topics. So I will have different playlists for different things. We'll have a playlist for gut health, working up different things, hormonal playlist, nutrition playlist, and so on and so forth. I also want to talk about different supplements. So there's a lot of information out there, especially on TikTok and Instagram, about different influencers pushing different supplements. So I will be breaking down, a lot of these famous and, supplements that you're seeing on there, whether it's Bloom or magnesium or whatever it might be. And I will be giving you a raw, honest opinion from a naturopathic doctor who is constantly working with all these supplements. I will also be kind of showing you a little bit more about my life, almost like a vlog style, and kind of the day in and day outs of being a naturopathic doctor. And finally, I will be doing Q&A style videos. So that gives you the ability to ask me any question you might have in the comments, and I will make compilation of all these questions and make a video answering every single question. I hope you subscribe. I will be making a lot of content going forward. You can expect at least one video a week from me. And yeah, I look forward to getting started on this. This is very exciting. I'm clearly very passionate about this. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.